Coming to Kindle Unlimited this April, E-Steam Goddess of Hell's Aspiring Angel takes on a demonic dominatrix in this all-new E-Steam series adventure. Pre-order your copy of E-Steam Goddess of on Kindle Unlimited or pick up the paperback today. Just when you thought the Mussy, dusty Jussie Smolett hot mess was over, President Donald Trump starts the hot mess one more again. And everybody thought that your mussy, dusty Jussie Smolett was going to be free and clear once your Cook County prosecutor, Kim Foxx, dropped all the charges against him. However, because everything looks suspicious, your President Donald Trump said that he would have the FBI and Justice Department review the case. Now, I'm no fan of your President Trump. However, I believe that this action he's taking right now is the correct course of action because the decision to drop all of these charges against your mussy, dusty Jussie Smollett, they seem to be quite questionable when you look at all of the evidence related to the state case, because the state case clearly was an ironclad case against your mussy, dusty Jussie Smollett, because it's clear from the timeline and the evidence that your mussy, dusty Jussie Smollett was the one who orchestrated this bias attack where he said these MAGA supporters were the ones who attacked him. And it was clear from the evidence from the jump that this was a marketing stunt designed to get attention for your Jussie Smollett, as he states, to get a raise because he felt that he was not being paid enough at $65,000 an episode for his show Empire, and it was a marketing stunt to get his name out there because after he did this stunt, he then later on went on to say that he was the gay Tupac at a concert he was doing in Chicago. So it's clear to me that your mussy, dusty Jussie Smollett orchestrated this marketing stunt to get attention for himself. And it looks like your Cook County prosecutor, Kim Foxx, and the prosecutor's office is trying to give your Jussie Smollett a pass for his clear when he did criminal behavior. Because after the so-called assault took place on the coldest day of the year in Chicago, your Jussie Smollett didn't want to file a police report, nor did he want to cooperate with police by giving them his cell phone with the records of the person he was talking to at the time of the assault. Both red flags for the police department and any prosecutor as related to investigating a criminal matter. But these details, they seem to go past your state prosecutor's office in Cook County, where they have decided to drop all of these charges in a very suspicious manner. So I believe that, yes, we do need the FBI and the Department of Justice to really not only investigate your Jussie Smollett, but also investigate the Cook County prosecutor's office, because it looks like to me there is a clear pattern of corruption in the Cook County prosecutor's office, not only with Jussie Smollett's case, but with the questionable charges presented on the singer known as R. Kelly right after the documentary that played Surviving R. Kelly. So there's a clear pattern of corruption as related to both of these cases, and it's clear that your prosecutor's office is not about bringing justice to the people of the city of Chicago, and your prosecutor is out here looking to get fame at the expense of people, and then also looking to get deals for herself on the side with people like your mussy, dusty Jussie Smollett, a man who is clearly, based on the evidence and the timelines and the patterns, clearly guilty of the crime he committed and should have been prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But your prosecutors wanted to give him a pass because he made some sort of deal, or some people have said one of the Obama's former chief of staff or whatever staff members made some calls to her, and then all of a sudden these charges get dropped. Now, this is just as much a travesty of justice as the railroading of your Bill Cosby in Philadelphia, and shows that we have a real serious problem as related to many of our state prosecutors, that they are not about getting justice for victims. They are about making deals for people, and that's a very troubling situation because it shows that we don't have people following the laws of our United States Constitution. And again, yes, I am no fan of President Donald Trump, but it's this case that really stinks, and it just shows a lot of corruption in the Cook County Prosecutor's Office, where this Jussie Smollett went out of his way to orchestrate this stunt with these so-called MAGA supporters, and went out of their way to malign the name of Donald Trump and the name of Donald Trump supporters in the hopes of polarizing people. And that's something that really needs to be dealt with by the prosecutor's office, either in the state courts or the federal courts, because what your Jussie Smollett had planned to do, all to get more attention for himself and to get this so-called raise from his producer, Lee Daniels, could have set the country's racial tensions to escalate to new all-time highs, because this assault, had the public gone along with it, could have led to a lot of people believing that this man had been attacked by these so-called MAGA supporters, and that could have flared up racial tensions. And that was one of the most egregious things about your Jussie Smollett setting up this whole marketing stunt, was he didn't care about what he was going to do to the American public, and he didn't care about the safety of the American public, because all he wanted to do was get paid at the expense of racists and white supremacists, and get paid by playing the victimology card on black people. And he didn't care if somebody's life was put at risk. And that was my main issue with your mussy, dusty Jussie Smollett, was his lack of ethics in this case. And I have another issue with the lack of ethics as related to your Cook County prosecutor, because it clearly shows that they are showing bias and favoritism and not trying to prosecute the law objectively in this case, where, yes, your Jussie Smollett is innocent until proven guilty, but the whole thing is that the evidence here shows that there is some sort of corruption going on. And I don't believe that it's your President Trump playing politics. I believe in this case we really have a truly bad case of corruption in the prosecutor's office for them to drop these charges so abruptly and talk about giving this man community service when it's clear that he orchestrated this stunt. There's evidence of the two African brothers buying the MAGA hats and the rope. There's evidence that they were paid $3,000 to go out here and attack your Jussie Smollett. And there's evidence that this incident didn't happen as your Jussie Smollett said, because in that area of Chicago, there were numerous video cameras, yet no video cameras ever captured the incident as it transpired. And I believe that this case shows that something that's really troubling. We've got black people who always talk about justice, and then they're going to participate in the same type of corruption that your racist and white supremacists participate in. And they're looking to cover for this Jussie Smollett and give him a pass, the same type of pass that your Ku Klux Klansmen wanted to get back in the day, when they would go out here and murder a black man and then try to use the prosecutor's office or an all-white jury to get a free pass for crimes that they didn't commit. That's not justice. What your Jussie Smollett isn't doing is justice. And both cases show clear corruption, and we shouldn't have corruption in the United States of America, whether it be on the black side or the white side. If somebody has committed a crime, they need to be, and there's evidence of a crime, they need to get their day in court. They need to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, and they need to be held accountable to that standard of law. And what your Jussie Smollett and the people who were with him are trying to do is just as bad as your racist and white supremacists. They're trying to go out here and get this guy a pass for the behavior he participated in. And when you do that, all you do is enable people to continue participating in the exact same criminal behavior they participated in before. When there's injustice, whether it be black or white, it's still wrong. And when I look at this Jussie Smollett case, it's just as much a travesty of justice with this Jussie Smollett getting a pass from the prosecutor as your Bill Cosby was getting convicted by your Kevin Steele. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to try some of my SJS Direct publications, you may do so by clicking the link to Amazon.com. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, ISIS, All That Glitters. The Goddess Next Door takes on a bikini-clad bank robber in this action-packed, all-new ISIS series adventure. Get ISIS, All That Glitters in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today.